The shattered hull of the Zorvian cruiser smoldered against the scorched dunes of Virus 9, its jagged metal glinting under the harsh glare of twin suns, casting a fiery dance of gold and crimson across the desolate landscape. Jaron Voss adjusted the seals of his rugged envirosuit, the hum of his salvage scanner cutting through the oppressive silence. The device emitted a steady pulse of warnings, radiation spikes, unstable debris, but no sign of life. Yet the stillness felt wrong, a void too perfect to be natural. A Zorvian warship. Jaren's breath hitched. These weren't just wrecks. They were tombs, relics of a species known galaxy-wide as relentless conquerors. Stumbling upon one usually meant a death sentence, the Zorvian's reputation for brutality etched into every trader's tale. Jaren edged closer, his hand hovering over the plasma torch strapped to his thigh. The scanner flickered, revealing a single life sign, weak, erratic, fading. His pulse quickened. Not human, not anything he recognized as friendly. Likely a Zorvian enforcer, a towering predator, even in defeat. "Turn back, Voss," he muttered, his voice crackling through the suit's comms. "Not your fight." But his boots crunched forward, drawn by a curiosity his late mother had always warned would be his undoing. Today might prove her right. Inside the crumpled cockpit, he found her. 7 feet of sinew and scale, her obsidian armor warped from the crash, pinning her in a vice-like grip. Her chest heaved with shallow, rasping breaths, the suit's malfunctioning seals crushing her ribcage. Her golden eyes, slit-pupiled and fierce, locked onto him, flaring with a mix of rage and desperation. "Terran," she snarled, her voice a guttural rumble that vibrated through the wreckage. The word dripped with disdain, yet carried a fragile undercurrent of hope. Jaren froze. Every instinct screamed to flee. The Zorvians had slaughtered thousands of humans, their names synonymous with terror in military logs and civilian nightmares. But seeing her now, pain twisting her scaled features, fear flickering behind her glare, he saw only a being on the brink. "Don't move," she gasped, her voice breaking as the armor tightened. He should run. Call the Terran fleet. Anything but this. Instead, he knelt, unholstering his tools. "Easy now. I'm going to help you." Her claws, razor-sharp and glinting, snapped out, halting inches from his throat. Why the word was a strained croak laced with confusion. "Because you're dying and I can't stand by while someone suffers," Jaren said, steadying his hands despite her proximity. "Even a Zorvian deserves to breathe." Her eyes narrowed, studying him through a haze of pain. Slowly, her claws retracted. "You're mad, Terran," she growled. "Been called worse." Jaren located a partially functional release latch, his fingers trembling as he worked. "What's your name?" "Soren," she rasped, her tone softening. "And you, Terran?" "Jaren." "Hold still, this'll be tricky." As he pried at the seals, Zoran's breathing grew more labored. Each release eased her torment, but revealed fresh wounds, deep gashes, oozing dark blood, evidence of a brutal battle before the crash. Almost there, he murmured more to himself than her. The final seal hissed free, and the chest plate clattered aside. Zoran sucked in a ragged breath, her body shuddering as oxygen flooded her lungs. Her eyes rolled back, then sharpened on him with startling clarity. For a heartbeat, neither moved. She was free. He was exposed. Every lesson from their species dictated his death. Instead, Zoran just breathed, her chest rising and falling with grateful heaves. Jaren watched, hands poised on the discarded armor, ready to react. "Better," he asked, though her steadied breaths answered. She nodded, her gaze intense. "You should have left me." "Probably," Jaren said, opening his medkit. "But I didn't." "What happened up there?" Ambushed, Zoran winced, attempting to sit. Jaren gently pushed her down. "Your kind knew we were coming. Pirates hired by Terran warlords decimated my wing before we could respond." Jaren paused, swab in hand. I'm no soldier, just a salvage tech. All Terrans are foes, she said, but her conviction wavered. That's what we're taught from birth. And all Zorvians are mindless killers, Jaren countered, cleaning a gash. That's what we learn in school. Funny how neither seems true now, Zoran hissed as the antiseptic stung her claws, flexing instinctively. Jaren didn't flinch, continuing with care. Never met a Terran who didn't try to kill me, she admitted. Never met a Zorvian outside battle armor, he said, applying a bandage. Maybe we're both learning. They worked in silence, Jaren treating her wounds while Zorn regained strength. The twin suns dipped, casting long shadows over the wreckage. Your ship, Jaren said. Salvageable. Zorn glanced at the twisted hull. The core's intact if we bypass the damage. We, Jaren raised an eyebrow. You saved me, she said, meeting his gaze. By Zorvian code, I owe you a life debt. Until repaid, I'm bound to you. I didn't do it for a debt, Jaren said, helping her sit. Stranded together on this hellhole, she added. Practicality, not just honor. He smiled despite himself. Fair point. Let's fix it. Working side by side, Zorn's engineering prowess shone. Her people famed as warriors were also master technicians. Jaren marveled at her skill as they traced power lines. This console, Zoran pointed. Reroute from secondary batteries to bypass the primaries. Your tech's elegant, Jaren noted. Your jury rigging's creative, she replied, a hint of amusement in her voice. As night fell, the temperature plummeted. Zoran shivered her scales, no match for the cold, without her suit systems. Cold, Jaren asked. Zorvian metabolism runs hot, she said. He moved closer, sharing warmth. She tensed, then relaxed. This is unusual. Which part? The repair. The teamwork or the culling, Jaren teased. All of it, she murmured. My name means shadow hunter in our tongue. I've killed 19 Terrans. My kin call me Bloodfang for my ferocity. And I'm Jaren Voss from Dust Colony, he said. Never fought, just fixed things. Looks like we're both new at this. Zoran's laugh rumbled softly. Very new. As alien winds howled, they sat in quiet companionship warmth, a stark contrast to the hostile night. Morning brought the twin suns' glare and their task's urgency. Jaren woke first, surprised to find Zoran leaning against him, her scales smooth and warm. He checked supplies, water was critical. His suit could sustain one for days, but Zoran's larger frame and metabolism, calculating survival odds, her voice interrupted. Something like that, he said, turning. How are you? Better than expected, she said, examining the hull. Your med skills are decent. High praise from a warrior, Jaren quipped. We're not just fighters, Zoran said, irritation flickering. I hold degrees in structural engineering. My clutch sister's a historian. My sire composes music. Jaren paused. Music we only hear of raids and battles. And I know nothing of Terran art, she said, working the console. Yet our engineering aligns. Math is universal. And over-engineering power couplings, Jaren added, handing her a tool. A universal engineer trait. Perhaps, she said, a laugh in her tone. They worked through the morning, swapping stories. Zoran shared her upbringing after her dam died in the war's early days, shaped by duty. Jaren recounted his father's pirate raid death and his choice to salvage over fight. You could have been a soldier, Zoran said during a break. Why salvage? Fixing beats breaking, Jaren said, though I never imagined a Zorvian ship. Life's unpredictable, she said, sparking the console to life. Progress. Nice work, Jaren said, steadying a connection. Their hands brushed and they froze. The touch lingered, sparking an unspoken awareness. Zoran pulled back. We should continue. Right, Jaren said, focusing on the next task, though her presence intensified every move. By afternoon, their rhythm deepened. Hand me that, hold this, each command laced with growing tension. Jaren, Zoran said later, her voice softer. What happens when we fix this? He paused. You return to your people. I'll signal salvage crews. Then, enemies again. Should it be that way, she asked. He faced her, her yellow eyes softer now. What are you saying? For once, I've met a Terran I don't want to kill. Someone I'd know better, she said, stepping closer. You make me question everything. You do the same, Jaren admitted. About war enemies' possibilities. The silence swelled with potential. Zoran moved closer. Show me. Show you what he asked, heart racing. Show me what it means to be more than enemies, she said, vulnerable. I've never, with anyone outside my kind. Neither have I, he said, stepping forward. Sure. She reached out, claws gentle on his cheek. Your skin's soft. We're taught Terrans are weak, but strength's different. The stupidest thing I've done, Jaren said, forehead against hers. Same, Zoran agreed. Stop. No. They moved to a cleared corner, blankets softening the metal floor. Zoran's strength was tempered by care, their rhythm built on trust. Afterward, tangled together, her warmth enveloped him. This changes everything, she whispered. We can't tell anyone, Jaren said. Our people would kill us. But what if there's another way, she asked, sitting up. We could prove peace is possible. Risky, Jaren said. But looking at you, I believe it. They planned in secret coded messages contacts open to peace, knowing years of hiding awaited. Days later, Jaren's ship docked at Derelict Station. Zoran in civilian garb met him with news a Zorvian faction questioned the war mirroring Terran debates. Not enough, she said. Too many profit from conflict. Then we keep pushing, Jaren said. For a world without hiding. Dreams start impossibly, she said. Their nights blended love and strategy, building networks by day, holding each other by night. I love you, Zoran said first. I love you too, Jaren replied, a leap into the unknown. Since I saved you. Since you called my tech elegant, she laughed. A year later, a human convoy's pirate attack saw Zorvian ships intervene, sparking peace talks. 2 years on a diplomatic center rose. Meant to meet, Jaren said. Good choice, Zoran smiled. They kissed, stars above hinting at hope.